So we have a question here. You're such a cynical prick. Why don't you and freely OD in a corner somewhere? You are so uninteresting. You spelled uninteresting wrong. Why are we so cynical? What does cynical mean? Cynical. Distrusting or disparaging the motives of others. Showing contempt for accepted standards of honesty. So when I talk about the IAAF and Sebastian Coe and all these doped up marathon runners or whatever, and they say they're all clean, and I say, well, in my opinion, I don't believe that. People call me cynical because I'm showing contempt for accepted standards of honesty or morality. And why is that? Well, because I see things a lot different to a lot of other people see. There's not a single person who says, you're such a cynical, you're full of shit, who's seen what I've seen. And because if they saw what I'd seen, they'd understand what I'm on about. But they don't. They can't. It's just like I can't understand what's in your backyard because I've never fucking seen your backyard. But if you showed me, then I could go, wow, it's an interesting backyard. So these people that say I'm cynical, fair enough. It's just because you haven't seen what I've seen. You don't know what I know. You don't know who I know. You haven't done what I've done. Alright? So you haven't experienced what I've experienced, and likewise I haven't for you. But I have experienced what it feels like to be a gullible noob fanboy who you believe in The Rock, or you believe in Arnold Schwarzenegger, or you believe in Lance, or you believe in all these, Olympic gold medalists who are just juiced to the fucking eyeballs in these big name sports. Obviously the little sports no one knows about, yeah, for sure, you could probably do it in Addy, but I'm talking like the swimming, the sprints, the road cycling, the big stuff, the big coin, the soccer, the tennis, badminton, I don't know, but soccer, tennis, yeah, for sure, juicing, not full natty bra. Because people don't understand how much money's involved, and people don't understand how cutthroat the world is. You work your 9-to-5 job, and you get your 4 weeks a year holiday, and they give you a little watch when you retire or something like that, and it's all happy-dairy, and you talk about the football on Monday mornings, or you talk about the basketball or whatever, or who won Wimbledon, and that's just little information you get as a drone from the system to keep you entertained on the fucking job you hate, the job you only do to buy shit because you've got responsibilities now, and because you're doing that because that's what your parents said you should do, and you're working a job you hate to buy crap you don't need, to impress people you don't really like, to live in a suburb that you only live in because you wouldn't want to live in another suburb because there's too many smackies like us walking around. And that's just reality of it all, isn't it? And so, but I'm a cynic. Okay, I can deal with that. But I'm just being honest with you. I'm showing you what I see, what I've seen, what I've experienced, what is facts. If someone raises their hemoglobin to fucking 200, they're going to win a fucking gold medal, mate. They're going to run a fucking world record. You don't see that. You don't see all that shit from the ARD, do you? You don't see it. And you don't understand that sporting federations do not want to bust their top-level athletes because it makes their federation look like shit. We've learnt from Lance Armstrong. We've learnt from Ben Johnson. All right? People have learnt the business fucking model. I'm an event organiser. I put on a free-week event here in Thailand. And myself and Freely are the main attractions. Let's say we had some other star people come along and they're doing stuff that isn't accepted by society, and that people found out about that. I wouldn't really care because I like to be transparent and honest. But imagine if I was getting $1 billion fucking dollars for putting on the Thai Fruit Festival. Imagine that. Then I'm going to go, well, let's cover that up. Let's not get involved with that. Let's cover that up. So call it fucking cynical. I call it telling the truth about how society runs. And that's how society runs. And the more you can understand how fucking society runs, and this is just one big fucking game, society's just one big fucking illusion. None of it's fucking real and true. Colgate. I used to brush my teeth as a fucking 8-year-old kid thinking I want to have teeth like the Colgate person. Colgate, toothpaste, McLean's, whatever you call it. They had fucking crowns like I've got now. It's not real. It's an illusion. But I thought I'll brush my teeth with Colgate, I'll train, I'll become like fucking whatever. It's like, no, I didn't know about steroids, I didn't know about Photoshop, I didn't know about cosmetic dental surgery, I didn't know about any of that shit. I was just a gullible, naive consumer. I thought if I buy an expensive bike, I'll be the fastest of the bunch. I didn't understand that Cannondale, Trek, Specialized or whatever became famous because they sponsored dopers, like many names. Casagrande, Lance, Philip Meerhager, Boonen, all these people have been pinged for drugs. Nike, all those athletes have been busted for drugs. How many of us wore Nike shoes thinking I might run a bit faster? The athletes only do well because they're fucking juiced to the fucking eyeballs. And if me and you took as much drugs as their athletes took and trained as hard, we might be up there as well. But we didn't, because we didn't know, and we probably wouldn't do that. Because the reality is, if you want to be a top-level athlete, top level, then you have to take so much fucking EPO, you're risking a blood clot any moment of the day. You have to do blood tests every fucking day to check your hematocrit doesn't get too high, so you get a fucking stroke, even though you're fit as a fiddle. So that's reality. Most of us wouldn't do the drugs it takes to get to that level. And why don't we make it more clear on that? Why don't we just make the Olympic Games a big open drug fest? Because all the noobs wouldn't buy the products that are endorsed. Because noobs don't want to be identified with drug cheats. But reality is, if you don't dope, you won't cope at the top. Isn't that right, Freely?
That's right, honey bunch.
You know, I had to dope to get her. I had to get on steroids.
You're still a dope.
I just get on steroids to get a hot girlfriend. Isn't that... Guys are...
Bullshit. What are you talking about?
People are doing fucking drugs to get better Instagram
You were
photos.
skinny fat when I met you. He was like 12, 15.
And I started using clenbuterol.
Yeah, so you were out of shape when I met you, bro.
But what I'm trying to say is that...
So don't... I mean, like, you know, it doesn't matter about how you look. It's like, if you've got a personality, if you're confident...
If you just walked into this video, did you hear the first part of the video? I was trying to be all deep and meaningful and shit.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't hear that, did you?
No, it was in the other room.
Fuck, let's cut her out. Let's get back to it.
I
So I'm a cynic. I'm a cynic,
cynical bastard.
but I'm a realist. And I like to be transparent about health and fitness world because there's so much money to be made on fools and gullible noobs out there and apathetic people. And some days I fantasize about just being like one of those hucksters and snake oil sellers and just hustling people. But
you care about people.
because it quickly fades, and I realise, well, I'm here to serve others, not here to rip people off. And what would I do with all that money? Buy another fucking vegan shirt? I don't know. I've got enough bikes, I've got enough anything. But I really have joy in serving people, watching people help themselves, help the planet, and together we make it a better place for the animals, the environment, and everyone else combined. Money's good, money's fun, but at the end of the day, if you're not serving people and really helping people, it's all for nothing.